Hello, I'm Ludo, and what the hell was this Game of the Year nominees all about? We had like 9 gazillion games that launched just this year of 2025, and those Game Award judges play like 5 games each? I wouldn't even start a complaint if it wasn't because those f***ers had a clear fucking obscure as a fucking indie game. Come on, Geoff Keighley, we know you can do better than that. I was fine about not having my fruity Jewish goth girl game, or even my musical or sex gay couple that I loved on most of the nominations. But in total we had like 20 different games for the whole event. Those judges, as I said, for sure just play like 5 games each. Like, we have Clay Obscure as an indie game. Even Clay Obscure not even being considered an indie game by its own creators. They literally said before the Game Awards that the fucking game was a double A. In total, we had Donkey Kong Bonanza, Odyssey 2, Clay Obscure, Kingdom Come Deliverance, Silly Song, Death Stranding, Ghost of Yotei, Split Fiction, Silent Hill F. Oh, this guy is kissing Konami for sure. Battlefield 6, Indiana Jones, Doom Dark Ages. Assassin's Creed Shadows, Atomfall, FIFA, fuck FIFA, South of Midnight, Consume Me, don't do that, that's freaking wrong. Best Ballot, Lost Records, Wonder Stop. I won't mention Best Ongoing Games because those games are not even from 2025. Absolon, Bulwark Speed, Finally Blueprints. Finally is not a game, I said Finally Blueprints, not finally as a game. It's not a game. It's not a game. Dispatch Megabonk that was removed. Megabonk was removed because it wasn't considered a debut in the game. Not but, debut. I just don't know how to say it correctly. Some random mobile games, some random VR games. Ninja Gaiden, Shinobi, Avoid, Other Worlds 2, Monster Hunter Wilds. Some fight games, and most are just old games that got relaunched to make money, yada yada yada. I won't go through all the nominations because it's a lot, but it's not enough for 2025. And you know the worst part for me? Look at this. Can you see this? Do you see this? Why does a single game has 3 nominations for a single category? I understand it's a cool game, no. But why there isn't like any of the voice actors from Dispatch or even Odyssey 2? Why? We have a total of 6 names and 3 are from the same game. I know those actors are amazing, but why not set this up for a main character or important one like Verso, or even added out 3 games to compensate the fact a single category has 3 nominations from the same game. We don't even have, and God, please forgive Geoff Keighley's sins, we don't even have Tom McKee that did Henry on Kingdom Come Deliverance 1 and 2, which for me doesn't even make sense. Come on, it's the fucking game was literally nominated for the main category, and the main character of that game wasn't even nominated for the best acting category. Like, the guy, he's amazing. I wanna kiss this guy. I know they wanted to give all their attention to a fantastic game that is Expedition 33, as they did for The Last of Us and many others, but it's not fair. It's not fair. There were a lot of other fantastic games that launched just this year, even with some companies making ass decisions. 2025 is probably one of the best years for gaming in January. We could celebrate all of those in the same way, with the same chances, but we have a single category that has 3 nominees from the same game. We have lots of categories that are literal dog shit, and I'm not even kidding. Look at this. Most of it looks like a copy-paste of each other. It looks like it was made by a lazy person who just searched Best Games 2025 on YouTube and added those nominees based on hype. I'm not even kidding, that's fucked up. We have lots of games, lots of indie games that deserve a lot of respect, but most of it didn't got even a chance to participate. In my personal opinion, Megabonk should participate Best Indie Game or even Best Debut Game, because for me it doesn't even make sense. The only reason we was removed it was because it was not the first game from the developer, but none of the games that are on the category are the first game of those devs. This patch is literally made by former Ubisoft and Telltale devs. It's not their first game. It doesn't even make sense to be a debut game. So what is the point? They removed Megabonk for nothing. Of course, this patch is the first game of the studio, but not the first game those people ever made, and that was the reason Megabonk was removed, which for me doesn't make sense. It's like saying that the first Death Stranding could compete as a debut indie game, since it was the first game made by Kojima Productions, that is also an indie studio, which we clearly know that it's not fair, since we know Kojima's story on the industry. The same goes for Expedition 33. Both are new studios made by former developers of other companies, but if you think by that way, Megabonk was also a game made by a dev using a different name, being its first game using a new name. So it doesn't make sense at all imply that Megabonk wasn't its first game, when in fact, I'm pretty sure Neither Blueprints and The Spelled are the first projects from those devs, but I can confirm that Expedition 33 and Dispatch aren't. I think there should be a total rework on the way the Game Awards take the nominees, because things like this are not only unfair, but boring. It truly seems like those media channels who decide the nominees doesn't actually play the games from 2025. Most of those are just literally some of the mainstream games that launched this year, and in fact, we had hundreds of other games that make a lot of success, but they doesn't seem to care that much for those, since most of it are indie games. There was no way to not have a Silk Song on that list. It's literally one of the most awaited games from this decade. This video is also a good way to understand how the Game Awards nominees works though. It's a really good one, I recommend it. Right now I'm just waiting for the event as a regular event where I go to see the game announces. I'm not really caring for the prizes or whatever because it really frustrated me, but I still like the event. 2024 Game Awards was amazing, and I hope these ones goes well too. I have hope that we're gonna have Half-Life 3 on this shit, even though I think personally it's not gonna happen. And I also hope that you liked this video, and if you like it, consider supporting me on Ko-Fi, subscribe the channel, leave a like, and I see you next time. Oh Sonic, stop posting on my pangling. No!